once again, it's Quorum. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
A gain of a yard.
From the 31, here's second and 9.
At the 31-yard line.
Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a third down. Coming open is Pierce. It's on target. 2 first downs have them up to the 44-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Allen. And that one is complete along the boundaries. Good job of getting those feet in back.
Out of bounds at his own 48-yard line.
Again, it's Allen to the air.
2nd and 6.
And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
A 7-yard gain.
A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line.
From the gun, it's Allen. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Brings up 3rd down.
They'll try to run it here with Quorum. Oh, the defense meets him in the backfield. They stopped him dead in his tracks and set up 4th down.
2 yards.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake. Outside of coming away with a touchdown, I'm not sure they could have done any better to close out that half. I mean, they burned all the clock, they don't let the opponent possess the ball, and they come away with points.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Milroe. He'll let this one go deep down the right sideline. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Our look around the league starts now, and it starts with a good one here. Okay, Mike, thanks very much. It's week 9 of the regular season, basically the halfway point of the year. So let's get into it. Here are the highlights. And this one, I'm not quite sure what to make of this. He only had 1 catch in the game, but it was this one, and it counted. The Dreadnoughts finish off the first half of the season with a victory to move them to 5-4 on the season. Why don't we move on now and check in on another big mid-season matchup? And this is J.J. McCarthy. A 4-yard touchdown pass in the box score. The Dragons win their 3rd straight game as they get the victory today. A look now at the rest of the scores around the NFL as we reach the halfway point of the regular season. Meanwhile, our game has not been all that competitive, a one-sided affair through 2 quarters. As we get you back out to the second half and rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. Marcus Jones now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
On the return. They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Throwing now, Milroe on 1st down. Middle, he's got Tucker. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
It's a gain of 20. That's good for a Brooklyn.
Now Milroe on 1st down. And nice work there. Going to a slide and gain about 7.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd
from the 46. Here's 2nd down and 2. Tight end going in motion here. of the gun. It's Milrow. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
And the Brooklyn first down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
There's a handoff to Scatterboot. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second down and 7. Milrow. In trouble, and down he goes. James Pierce getting into drop him for sack number 11 on the season.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
That's deep for the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Jack Best that time. And it's going to be 4th down. So they send in Will Reichert for this field goal try.
A 52-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the visitors are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
The home team's offense, and Josh Allen headed back onto the field. And he's been a real threat, not just with the arm, but the wheels as well. The NFL's leader amongst quarterbacks in terms of rushing touchdowns. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
On second down. It's Allen. That's going to be incomplete. Incomplete. Very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down. From the gun, Josh Allen. Open man, left side. He's got it. That's number 40 on the season for him.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Let's try again here. 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
To the air once more is Allen. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
He was defended by Christian Gonzalez.
On 3rd down, it's Josh Allen. Here's a deep shot for Pierce. And the visitors are going to have it here as they'll start from their own 7.
You know, Mike, I like the mindset of this offensive coordinator. He's saying, listen, I'm not looking to preserve this lead. I'm looking to extend my lead. Now, that aggressive play calling in this case led to the turnover. Now your defense has to take the field. Can they bail you out and keep this lead unchanged prior to their next possession?
The visitors' offense ready for this next possession. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. On the give, it's Scatterboot. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
And a much better result here. Give them 7, and it sets up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Milrow. He'll air it out down the middle. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball. And it is 4th down. We're about ready now for the punt, as he'll take this a yard or 2 into his own end zone. This will be returned from the other side of midfield. And it's a good return here, able to take it across the 50. Set up the offense with a short field. The home team's offense. And Josh Allen headed back onto the field. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. And this will be a short pickup down to the 45. Way Walker, the linebacker, on the tackle.
4 yards.
Here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line.
From the gun, here is Allen. Pass caught by Bond. That'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Brings up 3rd and
They'll run the sneak. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
It's a gain of a yard. That's good.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. He'll let this go deep for the end zone.
Intended for Alec Pierce. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and
Now
10.
Allen to throw on 2nd down. They'll set up the screen here to Cora. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start. And a loss of yards on the play. 3rd and long. From the gun. Throw here for Allen. He tries to get that one down the field, but it is incomplete.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
And he missed it. It's no good. And they are not able to add on to their big lead.
You have to give him credit, Mike. I mean, that shows a lot of faith in your kicker because that is an ambitious effort from that distance.
The visitors' offense and running back Cam Scattaboo headed out for their next possession. They'll start with great field position right at midfield with a 1st down. Man in motion here is Tucker. They'll start by going forward with a pop kick. He's trying to get around the corner, but he can't. He's going to be run down behind the line. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Regular play action now with Milrow. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the first half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the second half and try to gain some momentum. Figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put a drive together and get some points because so far this has been a struggle, and they just can't get anything going for the end.
Jerry Jeudy, the intended target, and it's going to lead to 4th down. Special teams out to the field, ready for this punt. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. That's going to hit and continue out of bounds just inside the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard
The home
line.
team's offense and running back Blake Corum getting back to work. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
Number 6. Carson Swetzinger
From the 20, here's 2nd down and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 20-yard
Now
line.
Allen, short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple, and it sets up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
To the air is Allen. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. Catch number 7 so far in this one, and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on 3rd down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and Certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
He finds a seam, a good run, up past the 40. Let's give him 9 on that one.
The tackle by Christian Gonzalez.
They'll stay on the ground with Porter. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 16-yard pickup on that one. That's enough for a first down.
For a first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Play action now, and here's Allen. Up, and it's Trevor Etienne. And he is out of bounds at the 31-yard line. So we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Allen going to make the read and hold on here. Whoa, a loose football. And this one is recovered by the defense.
You know, it's amazing, Mike, that guys still end up fumbling the ball because I can tell you from experience, the first 15 minutes of every offensive practice is ball security circuit, and that could be a combination of multiple things. How to go to the ground without getting loose to the ball, almost like the art of falling. It could be running over bags or through bags as guys take swats at the ball trying to knock it out. There are so many ways to simulate what the game is like because at the end of the day, if you want to win in the NFL, protecting the ball is the #1 priority, and it cannot be stressed enough.
On first down, it's Milroe. He'll hit Tucker on the slant. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Milroe to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard
From
line.
the shotgun, it's Milroe. He's across midfield. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. 23 yards on that pass play. And that will be a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front?
Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
Sometimes it just comes down, Mike, to just letting it loose and go make a play. And I think anytime you want to bring a defensive back from the secondary into your blitz, there's a little bit of a reckless standpoint there. Could you give up a big play downfield? Sure. But when well-timed with the right personnel, it is hard for an offense to pick those blitzes up. And in this case, it catches them off guard and results in a sack.
3rd and long.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Milroe. And they're going to get to him and take him down. Taken back to the other side of midfield.
Been a largely forgettable performance from this offense up into this point, Mike. I mean, these sacks, they just continue to stop so many of their drives throughout the entire game. And then you look up at the scoreboard, and it pretty much reflects that here in the 4th quarter.
That's going to be caught. And he is not going to get there. Short of the marker. And that's going to be a turnover on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
The home team's offense back onto the field for their next possession. This one appears to be safe in hand. It has been a clinical performance to this point. Now they'll try to finish up strong. They'll start this on the ground with Quorum. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
To the air. On second down, here's Allen. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. Give him 14 on that one. That's enough for a first down.
49-yard line.
There's a handoff to Toro. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this. He fought through that first contact. They'll bring up second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Play action. Here's Allen. The throw on the move is caught. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
That's good for a first down.
From the draw with Cora. How about that? Quick feet there. Made a man miss. On his way to a nice pickup of 7.
21-yard line. It's a gain of 7.
Allen now on second down. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
And 3 yards to go.
Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. It's a gain of 10 yards. And that will be a first down.
Another first down. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
They run out of the gun with Cora. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
At the 6-yard line.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Backfield empty. 5 receivers in the formation for third down and 5. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And beautiful footwork on display. He is in. Cora has a touchdown. That is second touchdown of the game. He's up to 9 now on the year. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
On for the PAT is Aubrey. He's got it, and his guys will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This returnable from the 4. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The visitors' offense ready to see what they can do. They'll do so with first and 10. Now it's Milroe. This is brought in downfield by Judy.
It's a gain of 29. And up Woodland. First down.
On the ground, it's Scatterby. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12.
At the 47-yard line.
Out of the gun is Milroe. And they're going to get to him and take him down. Take him back to the other side of midfield. James Pierce gets him for a loss of 7. And now it's third down. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. So backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
Milrose pass.
And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. We'll bring up fourth down. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on fourth. Gonna give the ball over on down. The home team's offense ready to get back at it. And a few kneel downs should do it here. Defensively, they do still have those 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. On the ground, it's Coral to start the drive. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
Brought down at the 48-yard line.
Second down and 8.
Brings up second and 8.
A run out of the gun with Coral. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So third down, forthcoming.
45-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up third and 4.
On third down, they go with Coral. This will not do the trick. They stopped him behind the line. Fourth down coming up.
2 yards. It's fourth down.
So the fans gonna head home happy. It's a win for the hometown squad. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game and are gonna send their fans home quite happy. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. Good night, everybody.